This is a 100 Norwegian Krone banknote. The kroner, NOK, plural kroner, is the currency of Norway. It is subdivided into 100 which have existed only electronically since 2012. The name translates into English as crown. The kroner was the 13th most traded currency in the world by value in April 2010, down 3 positions from 2007. The kroner was introduced in 1875, replacing the Norwegian spesideler at a rate of 4 kroner equals 1 spesideler. In doing so, Norway joined the Scandinavian Monetary Union, which had been established in 1873. The Scandinavian currencies were mutually exchangeable at par until 1914 with the suspension of the gold standard due to World War I. After this date the currencies of Denmark, Norway, and Sweden ceased to be mutually equivalent to each other. Within the Scandinavian Monetary Union, the kroner was on a gold standard of 2,480 kroner equals 1 kilogram of pure gold, 1 kroner equals 403.226 milligrams gold. The gold standard was suspended from 1914 to 1916 and from 1920 to 1928, and in 1931 it was permanently suspended. In 1933 the kroner was pegged to the pound sterling at 1 pound equals 19.9 kroner, and in 1939 the kroner was pegged to the US dollar at $1 equals 4.4 kroner. During the German occupation, 1940-1945, in the Second World War, the kroner was initially pegged to the Reichsmark at a rate of 1 kroner equals 0.6 Reichsmark, later reduced to 0.57. After the war, a peg of 1 pound equals 20 kroner was established in 1946. Equivalent to $1 equals 4.963 kroner before the 1949 devaluation of sterling revised it to $1 equals 7.142 kroner. In December 1992, the Central Bank of Norway abandoned the fixed exchange rate system in favor of floating exchange rates, managed float, due to the heavy speculation against the Norwegian currency in the early 1990s, which lost the central bank around 2 billion kroner in defensive purchases of the NOK through usage of foreign currency reserves for a relatively short period of time. In 1877, Norges Bank introduced notes for 5, 10, 50, 100, 500 and 1000 kroner. In 1917, 1 kroner notes were issued, and 2 kroner notes were issued between 1918 and 1922. Because of metal shortages, 1 and 2 kroner notes were again issued between 1940 and 1950. In 1963, 5 kroner notes were replaced by coins, with the same happening to the 10 kroner notes in 1984. 200 kroner notes were introduced in 1994,